I've created a public class called Automobile, and I've created instance variables of year, make, model, and speed. Right away, I created the getters and setters for our instance variables. After I did that, I created some special methods, some helper methods. I've created an accelerate method that increases the speed by 5 and sets the new speed to the speed for the automobile. I've created a slow down method that takes the speed and takes away 3 miles per hour. And if the speed is less than 0, it just sets the speed to 0 since we can't have a negative speed in an automobile. Then I also set a brake method, and this method just sets the speed to 0. And finally, a speed report method that provides the year, make, model of the car and reports how fast the car is going. Along with my methods, I have created a constructor, and there is only one constructor for this class. In order to create an automobile, I have to know the year, the make, and the model, and then I also set the speed to be 0 automatically so that once I create the automobile, it's not going anywhere at this time. That's my automobile class. I've also created an automobile tester class. Over here you can see I created a new automobile called Batmobile, and I've set the year, the make, the model, and if I run a speed report right away, I'll see that the Pontiac Trans Am is going 0 miles per hour. If you try to create an object off a class without using the correct constructor, you'll get an error message. With this example, I created an automobile called Bob, but you can see I have an error message, and if I pop over here and look at this, it asks me to add the arguments to match the constructor. I can see that the constructor requires a string, string, string method. So I can change it in my constructor. I can change it so that I don't have to have those parameters, or I need to add the arguments to match the parameters. So I'll take that out right now so we get a good compile. So let's increase the speed, set our Batmobile to accelerate. I just used the name of the automobile plus the accelerate. We'll go ahead and accelerate it again because it should be going 5 miles per hour and now it should be going 10. And then we'll do a speed report so you can see how fast it's going. There we go. This is where we started and this is where it is now. Let's slow down the Batmobile. So every time I call slow down on Batmobile, it should be decreasing by 3 miles per hour. We'll check that to make sure that's correct. Oh, we need to add our speed report. Now we can see the Pontiac is going 3 miles or 4 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and let's set the brake. So this should set it to be our speed to be 0. Yep, it does. Let's find out what happens if we try to slow down again, sending us into the negative speed number. So this should decrease 3 from speed, and then we should see our speed report. It should use that if statement. There we go, and set it back to 0 since we can't go -3 speed. So here's an example of creating a class, creating a constructor that has required parameters, and we have helper methods down here to accelerate, we slow down, and brake, and you can see we've even got if statements in here so that we can check the speed and assign it to a new one. And then we have a speed report that returns a string, which is what we've been using in our automobile tester. These files will be available on Blackboard if you would like to try them on your computer and work with the automobile tester class.